Hi everyone, it's Allison with Safety Education Specialist, and today I wanted to take you through how to find the classes on our website and how to schedule yourself for an appointment if you desire an appointment. So first you're going to go into our website, ses911.com, Sierra Echo Sierra 911.com, and when you go there, it'll take you to our homepage. When you have some time, feel free to look around. We have an About Us page as well, so you get to learn a little bit about who we are, what we do, and we have a contact us link down here. So if you get confused or have any trouble, please feel free to use the link. That will send us a message and let us know that you need some help. So let's go into our classes. The most popular question that I get is, I'm in healthcare, what class do I take? And this is because the certification for healthcare workers has gone through many different name changes over the years. It was healthcare CPR, then it was provider CPR, then it was healthcare provider CPR, then it was BLS for healthcare providers, then it was BLS provider, and that's where we are right now, BLS provider. And the online one that you get through Heart Association is called BLS Heart Code, which can make things even more confusing because then you think, well, is it Heart Code for a provider or is that something different? They are the same class. So whether you take part of the course online through the American Heart Association and then see us for the skills session, or if you take one of the BLS provider courses, either the full or the renewal, either way at the end you get the same certification. So don't let those names and titles kind of confuse you any more than necessary. If you're in healthcare, you need a BLS level class. Now, what if you're not in healthcare? What if you are a teacher or a personal trainer, a group fitness instructor, a daycare provider, something like that? Well, then you're going to want to be in the Heart Savers. So that's the Heart Saver skills sessions, which like the BLS is an online with an in-person skills, or a class, which is where everything's done in classroom. These other options we have down here, advanced cardiac life support skills, that's for the folks that are a level above basic life support. We have Stop the Bleed training, that's open for everyone, and PET CPR and first aid training, that's also available for everyone. But let's say you're a healthcare worker and you want to just come in, do everything all at once. You don't want to do any online pre-work. You just want to come in and take your class. So you're going to click on BLS provider classes. So we'll click on that and everything will load. So here we go through, and these are our open enrollment classes. What that means is that these classes are open to the public. Anybody can come in and do these. We do offer BLS provider courses for groups. So if your doctor's office, dental office, etc. wants to have us come in and train just your office, we are available for that. But these are the classes open to the public. And so you see right now, I'm recording this on June 26, 2020. So we are working through a COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic. So I do have a statement on here about where we currently are and what we're doing. And let's go down to here. So here you see our schedule of open enrollment BLS provider classes. And there are two types, you'll notice. There's the renewal and there's the provider. So the BLS provider class is the full course. That's if your renewal, your certification has expired, or if it's your first time taking the class. So let's say you're in medical school, or you're just starting a nursing program, or you're just about to enter an EMT program. You need the BLS provider, the full course. If you've already done those things and your certification card is still valid, it has not expired, then you can take the renewal course. If you're not sure whether you qualify for the renewal course, please contact us. Let us know the expiration date on your current certification, and we'll get back to you and let you know if you're able to take the renewal course. So we're coming into July, so let's say, Saturday, July 11th looks good for a renewal class. So let's click on that link and see where it takes us. So this is our landing page, and this is where you actually register for the course. So let's say you found our July 11th class on the American Heart Association website, and Heart Association says, okay, you've reserved a spot. You'll receive from us an email with a link to this page. This is the one that we use on our end to make sure that you are actually coming to that class and it does process your payment. So you see on the side the contact, when the class is. There's a button here you can click to add it to your calendar, so that will show up on your Google Calendar or iCal, whichever one you have. And this also gives you a map to our location. and that's through Google. And down here you get driving directions, so you can put in where you're starting from, and this will take you to us. That way you know exactly where it is that you're going. So the renewal course, it gives you a little bit of background. This is the type of class you're taking. Here's the link to get the ebook if you do not already have a textbook. We do normally have them for sale here in our facility. However, because of the coronavirus outbreak, we are not selling any books to the public right now. So if you don't already have one, we would encourage you to get that ebook. It comes obviously much faster than ordering a print copy. And we also have our class policies, which you do have to read through in order to get down to the register button. Please make sure you read our class policies. These are very important to make sure that your training class goes as smoothly as possible. So read through those, and if you have any questions, please contact us before the class and discuss anything. So you click the Register Now button, and that takes you to this page here. And here you enter all your information, first name, last name, email, confirm that email address, your actual address, and this should be the mailing address that your payment will, your credit card is billed to. Because when you get down here and you click continue, you'll be taken to our credit card processing section, which is through authorized.net. It's through ProPay through authorized.net, and we have it set to a very high security level. So your zip code in particular must match exactly whatever the billing zip code is for your credit card or debit card, etc., whatever you use. So if you have a mailing address maybe that's different or you've recently moved, I would encourage you to double check that zip code before you register. That is the number one thing that causes a transaction to be rejected, is because the zip code does not match. All right, we'll back it up a little bit and we'll go back into the SES page. So again, we're here at ses91.com. If you have questions about the class policies, we do have a copy of those at the bottom of every web page, along with our privacy policy. So you can look at those as well. Now, let's go into the heart code. So let's say that either your employer pays for you to do the online part one, or you are going to do the online part one, and you don't want to sit through the whole class. You just want to come, show your skills, and be finished. Perfect. So that means the skills session is what's best for you. There we go. Now, what's interesting about this is going to show you our booking widget first. And this is for you to set up a one-on-one appointment to do your skills. I'll explain what this is later, but let's focus right here. So you've done the BLS online part one. Now you want to book a skills appointment. You don't really want to do an open enrollment because you don't want to be in a class with a bunch of other people. You would rather just do it one-on-one, see when the earliest time is that someone's available. So click the Book Now button. All right, so it says that I'm booked through until Monday, June 29th. First available appointment time I have. Go ahead and click on that. And that tells you the earliest you can come in to see me for a skills check, 2:30 in the afternoon. Let's say, well, Monday's a really bad day for me. I want to try Friday the 3rd. Okay, click on that. Well, we're booked out for that. Why? Because it's Independence Day on Saturday, so we did take a little time off. So let's say you want to go to Wednesday the 1st. Oh, well, here we go. Now I've got some morning, I've got some early afternoon, I've got a bunch of times open. So by doing that, you can go through your calendar and your schedule, see what works for you and what works for us on our end, and then you can book out the best possible time. And these are one-on-one, so you're not going to be in an environment with multiple people from the public. It'll be just you and the instructor. Now, how do you find the online part one? What does that look like? How do you know where to go for that? Does it have to be Heart Association? Yes, if you're booking into a Heart Association skills appointment, it does have to be from the American Heart Association. You cannot take it from anybody else. Now, if you've already done an online part one through ECSI, we can do a skills for those. If you've done an online part one through the American Red Cross, we can do a skills for those as well. Just let us know, contact us directly for that. The other thing we have available right now is the COVID-19 class appointment. So let's say you already signed up for a open enrollment class, but then you thought, you know what, I really don't want to be in a class with those people. So right now, again, this is June 26, 2020. In Virginia, which is where we're based, we're moving from phase 2 to phase 3. So in phase 2, we had certain restrictions on the amount of people we would allow in a class. In phase 3, we're opening it up a little bit more. So in phase 2, we limited it to 2 participants for every open enrollment. Phase 3, we're going to be allowing up to 3 people. Maybe you don't want to have potentially 2 other people in class with you. That's fine. Once you've signed up for the open enrollment, you go in under the COVID class appointment, and you can do the same thing. You go through and go, all right, what times can I book in for that class? And when you book in for it, in the notes section, let us know what open enrollment class you're coming from so we know what kind of class to give you. And we'll do the class one-on-one for you. That's not a problem at all. Okay, so that is real quick how you can find the classes that you want to take online from SES, how you can find a skills session from SES, and how you can make an appointment with SES. So I hope that that was useful. I hope that you enjoy, and we hope to see you soon. Have a safe day.